Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the requisites of good sampling method as well as the types of sampling methods. That is, what are the various methods of sampling technique. So far I taught you the factors which influence the size of sample, merits and demerits of census as well as sample method. So today we are going to study what are the requirements for a good sampling method. As we can see, any sampling method to be good and scientific must possess at least two properties. That is, it must be representative of the population. That means the sample selected should be such that it represents your entire population. And the second point is that it must ensure the adequacy of the sample. A sample is said to be adequate when it is of sufficient size. That means, for example, in order to study anything, if you have a group of 100 people, so you may select at least 10-20 people as sample out of that. So it all depends, and even the number of people you are selecting as sample, it also depends upon what? It also depends upon the homogeneity of the factors which are existing. So the size of sample should be adequate, and a sample is said to be adequate when it is of sufficient size. A sample is generally preferred to be large or adequate because it tends to reduce the error, which is difference between the population value and the sample value. Now we talk about the various types of sampling technique. The samples can be collected by two different methods. One is probability, the other is non-probability. Now in general terms, in general parlance, or according to your books also, the probability sampling is also known as random sampling, and the non-probability sampling is also known as non-random sampling. So first of all, you should know the alternative names, random sampling and non-random sampling. As we can see, random sampling, it is of four types: simple random, systematic, cluster and stratified sampling. Non-random sampling, again divided into three parts: judgment sampling, convenience sampling and quota sampling. So we've talked about, first of all, the meaning of random sampling. Random sampling means, in general we will say that in this case, each and every item in the universe has the equal probability of being chosen. That means random sampling is a part of the sampling technique in which each sample has an equal probability of being chosen. A sample chosen randomly is meant to be an unbiased representation of the total population. If for some reasons the sample does not represent the population, the variation is called a sampling error. That means, students, all of a random, if there are 100 people sitting in front of me and I have to select any 10 people. So there is no preference, no choice, all of a random. I have selected any 10 people from the crowd of 100 people. So here my personal biasness is also not involved. So this type of sampling is known as random sampling. Now we study the first type of random sampling, that is stratified random sampling. Now what is exactly stratified random sampling? Population in this case is divided into different stratas. That means in this method, the universe or the entire population is divided into a number of groups or strata, and then certain number of items are taken from each group at a random. And the basic purpose of this method of sampling is to ensure that all characteristics of a heterogeneous population are adequately represented in the sample, and it also helps in increasing the accuracy of the results of investigation. So as you can see, a pictorial presentation, a closer view I am going to give you of the same for stratified sampling, students. This is the group of population. The group of population, according to their strata, has been divided into two parts, as you can see. Now from these two parts, two samples has been selected at a random. So this is what a stratified sampling is, that you divide the data, the area of study, into strata or group according to their homogeneity, and then select the sample at random. So next we talk about systematic sampling. Now systematic sampling, this method, out of the complete list of available population, the sample is selected by taking every nth item from the list. That means what happens is that, like you can see a set of people here, 1 to 10, there are different people population here. Now what have I done is that a system I have created wherein I am selecting the every second person. I have arranged them in a order and then I'm selecting every second person. So every second person I'm selecting here. So the second one, the fourth one, the sixth one, the eighth one, and the 10th person. So in this case, every second person is systematically arranged and the every second person is taken as a sample. So in this method, out of the complete list of available population, the sample is selected by taking every nth item. So the sampling interval I is determined by dividing the population size n by the sample size n. So dividing the population size n by the sample size and the rounding to the nearest integer. And when the ordering of the elements is related to the characteristic of interest, systematic sampling increases the representativeness of the sample. Now next we talk about cluster sampling. So this is another type of random sampling method. Under this method, total population is divided into some recognizable subdivisions known as clusters. And then out of all the clusters, a given number of clusters are chosen at random, and all the items covered by the selected clusters are included in the sample. So I hope you understood what exactly it is. Even the meaning has been mentioned here on the screen. I can give you an example so that you better understand cluster sampling. Suppose we are interested in obtaining the income status of households of rural areas of Uttar Pradesh. If there are about 100 villages, then obtaining a list of all the households may be a difficult task. So under cluster method, it is possible to divide these 100 villages into different clusters such that they are homogeneous between themselves, like by including some villages which are economically weaker and some with a sound economic background. So if 15 clusters are formed in this manner, then out of these clusters we can select some clusters, say 2 clusters at a random, and all the household of villages covered by these 2 clusters will form a cluster sample. So, and while using cluster sampling, you have to keep few points in mind. Cluster should be as small as possible, consistent with the cost and limitations of the survey, and the number of sampling unit in each cluster should be approximately same. So this is what is cluster sampling is. And even you can have a pictorial presentation giving you an idea about cluster sampling. This is the entire population divided into various clusters, and all of a random any 2 clusters has been selected as a sample group, as I have given you an example. Now the last type of random sampling is multi-stage sampling. It is it means using a combination of the sampling method at various stages. Examples are being enumerated here. As you can see, stratify the population by region of the country. For each region, stratify by urban, suburban, and rural, and take a random sample of communities within those strata. Divide the selected communities into city blocks as clusters and sample some blocks. Everyone on the block or within the fixed area may then be sampled. So this is an extension of the cluster sample which is carried out in multi-stages, say 2, 3 or 4 stages. So this is what, even if you want, we can have an example of the same. Like, you are conducting a sample Coventry residents. So making a list of neighborhoods in the Coventry, randomly select 5 neighborhoods, make a list of all the streets in its selected neighborhoods, randomly select 2 streets, then make a list of addresses, select every flat or house, make a list of all residents and randomly select 1 person to interview. So this is what is cluster sampling. So that's all for today. In the next session, we are going to continue with non-random sampling. Thank you so much.